My name is Lorenzo Diaz, and I am the coordinator of the Best Buy Teen Tech Center here at Project View. The Best Buy Teen Tech Center is an international program based in underserved communities, and the mission is to expose youth to advanced technology and just the overall necessary skills that they need to be successful, whether that's pursuing or continuing their education in a community college or university, or jumping straight into a career path. We want to make sure that they have the skills that they need to do that. So I guess I'll go from the beginning. Unfortunately, we opened up like right in the middle of COVID, so any type of outreach and promotions was really difficult for us. We didn't even have an open house because of lack of just the lack of people that we got to connect with and have interactions with. One thing that we did is we tried to find a place where we can find large groups of youth and talk to them all at once without any distractions, and that was the schools. So we were able to build relationships with the schools in the community and ask them for access into their classrooms, into their gymnasiums, and have these presentations about the program. And what's been most successful for us is definitely word of mouth. A lot of the teens will come and then they'll tell their friends, and their friends will come, and then they'll bring their cousins, their brothers, whoever. So that's been a really great asset for us. And then also establishing transportation services. So we know that even if we present the program, they won't have access to the program if they can't get here. So after I do the presentation, I tell them that we do transportation, and we have a designated day for their school throughout the week where we will go pick them up at school, bring them to the program, and then take them back to school where they could get picked up. And that's what's been working best for us so far. Yeah, so I guess I could talk about Jason. Jason right now is one of our star pupils here at the Teen Tech Center. Jason came to us after he found out about the program through one of his friends who I did a presentation for. And Jason loves music. So he walked in one day and he said, I write songs, and my friend told me that you guys had a studio here for free. And I said, okay, man, let's see what you got. Put him in the recording studio. And yeah, his lyrics weren't the best, right? I mean, he was rhyming dog with log, so that was interesting. But he came in and we recorded some songs, and over the last year and a half, we have been enhancing his skills as a lyricist and teaching him the engineering aspects of making music. And just last summer, Jason was committed to coming into the Teen Tech Center, and we were able to record, I believe, 6 songs. And we even had a photo shoot set up here in the Teen Tech Center. We designed a theme and a concept around his music and this album that he wanted to release. And we did it. We took pictures. We uploaded the music to streaming platforms. And now he has his little group of fans that come up to him. And we actually even presented this project to the social impact team at Best Buy. And right now we're in the process of submitting his project to see that if he can get sent over to, I believe it's Minnesota, and work with professional producers and professional singers, and maybe even get him a scholarship to a school where he can continue his passion for making music. So just like I mentioned before, a lot of them don't come in with any interest at all. And a lot of them, I'll be transparent with you, most of them are not into tech. And I think it's because of that lack of exposure. They don't know what it can do. They don't know they could go to college for stuff like this. Some of them think that that's just being a doctor or a lawyer. They don't know that they can become professional photographers and they can do journalism, and even a podcast can really take them far. So we teach them these skills, and using these different types of equipment and doing these activities, we look for like a core foundation of like, what are we really trying to teach at the end? You know, I don't want to just teach you how to use GarageBand and set up a mic. You know, I'm trying to teach you how to present yourself, how to be confident, how to speak, how to socialize, how to have professional communication. And usually with our older teens, you know, we provide things like mock interviews for jobs. We help them find jobs. A lot of them are too young to have experience in the working field, but they still require a resume to submit an application. So we teach them what a resume is. We tell them how to access emails, how to read them, how to properly send an email, email etiquette, just different things like this that are basic skills to help them already get one foot through the door and helping them develop a more professional profile for when they do apply these different things. Yeah, so we do get donations from different partners, and like every other nonprofit program, we're always looking for grants to help sustain the program, whether that's materials for the space or even equipment. And also it's a number of grants that are helping us, sustain the staff. We need those mentors and we need those guides that are in the space to be here for the youth and to help build those relationships. So it's really important to us to find funding and to reach out to donors and potential partners, even if it's collaborating on a project or whatever it can be that we're making a difference in the community and we receive funding in place for that, some type of incentive. It's always going to benefit the program. I think other than, like I said, bringing in equipment and materials for the youth to have access to, I think it's also important to use incentives for the youth. Like they come in and they do these things, and a lot of them haven't left El Paso. A lot of them have never been away from the freeway, and they haven't even. When I got my first set of youth, a lot of them didn't even know what Best Buy was. They thought it was a grocery store. So using these funds, we can take these field trips where I expose them to different locations, different settings where they can view professionals in the space and see women in technology, and they can see people of color in technology, people who look like them and who come from them in different spaces that are not just secluded to Segundo Barrio and Chamizal area. An example I could give is we have a family and we have youth who the last thing on their mind is learning how to use Adobe or how to access a 3D printer and to what is filament. They're worried about what are we going to eat tomorrow, and I'm cold at night, I'm wearing the same clothes every week. And so I think listening to these stories and having all these resources available to you through your program, you can help your members and these families over these obstacles to provide them the space that they need to focus more on the services you're trying to give within your program, which in my case is technology and exposure to the youth.